The Principality of Karvuna, a Despotate of Dobruja, was a 14th-century quasi-independent polity in the region of modern Dobruja, that split off from the Second Bulgarian Empire under the influence of the Byzantine Empire. The principality's name is derived from the fortress of Karvuna, mentioned in Bulgarian and Byzantine documents and Italian portolans of the 14th century as its first capital, and located between Varna and Cape Kaliakra. History. The principality was spun off from the Second Bulgarian Empire around 1340 under Balik and placed itself ecclesiastically under the Patriarchate of Constantinople. A metropolitan of Varna and Cape was mentioned in 1325. Under Balik's son Dobruja of the principality came to its greatest power and extension, and the capital was moved to Kaliakra. In 1346–1347, the principality was plagued by the Black Death, transmitted by Genoese boats from Caffa before they finally brought it to Sicily, Genoa and the whole of Western Europe. The principality had its own navy, which also engaged in piracy, forcing the Genoese to complain, and possibly took part in an operation off Trebizond. In 1453, the Ottoman navy at the siege of Constantinople was initially led by one Admiral Bultoglu, a Bulgarian convert from the former principality. In 1366, Ivan Alexander refused to give conduct to the John V Palaeologos, who was returning home from Hungary. In order to force the Bulgarians to comply, John V ordered his relative Count Amadeus VI of Savoy to attack the Bulgarian coastal towns. In the fall of the same year, Amadeus's navy took Pomeri, Nessebar, Amona, and Kozyak, and on the 25th of October besieged the strong fortress of Varna, where it was repulsed. As a result, Ivan Alexander gave the Byzantines safe conduct across Bulgaria, and they kept the conquered Nessebar, Varna, Amona, and Kozyak was ceded to Dobruja for his help against Amadeus. As a traditional breadbasket, Dobruja supplied wheat to Constantinople mostly via the major ports of Varna and Kaliakra, frequented by the Genoese and Venetian fleets. The republics held their consulates at Varna and kept trading colonies at Kastranci and Galata outside that city. Between 1370 and 1375, allied with Venice, Dobruja challenged Genoese power in the Black Sea. In 1373, he tried to impose his son-in-law, Michael, as Emperor of Trebizond, but achieved no success. Dobruja supported John V Palaeologos against his son Andronikos IV Palaeologos. In 1379, the Bulgarian fleet participated in the blockade of Constantinople, fighting with the Genoese fleet. Venetian sources from the late 14th century refer to Dobruja as a despot of the Bulgarians, and to his realm as parts of Zagora subordinate to Dobruja Subditasdobrutica. In 1386, Dobruja died and was succeeded by Vanko, who in the same year made peace with Murad I, moved his capital from Kaliakra to Varna, and in 1387 signed a commercial treaty with Genoa at Pera. This same year, Ivan Shishman attacked him, defeating and killing his former vassal Daniv Wallachia, an ally of Ivanko's, but didn't manage to bring Dobruja back under his rule. Varna fell to the Ottomans in 1389, Ivanko himself dying in battle in 1388. In 1390–1390 and from 1406 to 1417, most of Dobruja, with Drastar citadel, was put under the rule of Mishas Elbatran of Wallachia. In 1414, the area was devastated by Tartars. In 1413, Varna was turned over to Manuel II Palaiologos until 1444, when the Ottomans secured it after the Battle of Varna. In the very end of the 14th century, German traveller Johann Schildberger described the lands of the former Bulgarian Empire as follows: rulers of the Despotate of Dobruja. Notes: daughter of Alexios Apokaukos, Byzantine military commander ***, son of Michael Palaiologos, despot of Zagora.